How's it? Indian Cowboy, DocSports.com. Coming at you on Mondays. We get this video to you around this time every day. Have your free pick winner in just a second Today we're going to have your free pick today on Washington and Atlanta in baseball. And that game goes off at, I think this evening around 7 o'clock. Or maybe it's the 9 o'clock game. Let me double check here. No, sorry, that game goes off at 5 o'clock today in just a second. We'll also give you a lean on the Mets in Arizona. Also talk to you today about the Jazz in Memphis and the Pirates and the Royals as well. So we're going to talk to you about all those games in just a second. I just want to take a moment and say thank you to happy Memorial Day weekend. Thanks to all those who serve and who continue to serve, and obviously the families of those who not only serve and who serve, but they also sacrifice a lot as well. And obviously, if it wasn't for those who have fallen, we wouldn't be able to celebrate sports like we do today. So certainly thankful for those in the military, and I've had family in the military as well, so certainly thankful for those folks that do that. Most of my family's in the medical field in the military, in the VA. My grandfather was a VA doctor in Alabama as well, and so most of my family's on the medicine side of things, but certainly thank you to all those who have served. So, all right. So for your free play today, your premium is between St. Louis and the Dodgers and Philly and Washington. I do want to take a moment here. The last few days have not been great for us at all. And but we just haven't been on point lately. But I do know that we'll get in a groove, and we'll start to reel off a couple of winners here. And we've had success in the past. Obviously, 4 straight winning years in the NBA, 4 straight winning years in baseball. It just hasn't worked out this year as much. But obviously, NHL has worked out, and Korean baseball. We continue to do pretty well there, and UFC, I think we're going to do really, really well there. But yeah, it's a long summer. I think we're going to be okay. I think we'll do really well, and I know we're going to go on a run. Yeah, I can promise you we're going to go on a run. So, all right, as far as your free pick is concerned, I like the over between Washington and Atlanta. Not a lot of faith in the over here. A lot of folks think it might go under, but I think it goes over here. I like the over 8.5 today. I think that's... I think both Ross and Morton have a decent shot at getting hit today. So for that reason alone, it's worth taking the over. Remember, Atlanta's 2 games below 500 now, and Atlanta swept this team on May 4th, 5th, and 6th. So Washington should be a pretty good active dog coming in. Washington scored 3 runs in their last 4 games. Not good, right? Including 3 in their entire series against Milwaukee as they faced Woodruff in their last game. And they come off a 0-3 loss. I think they will be able to get some hits today against Morton. Atlanta is, they just lost 2-13 and 5-9 in their last 2 games. I think they're going to be upset and put up their fair share of runs. Ross has had 2 bad games, one against St. Louis and the other against Arizona. But other than that, he's been pretty good. And remember, 2 runs in 5 innings against Atlanta the last time as well. So Atlanta has seen him, and I think they'll be able to hit him a little bit better today. He comes off of a 4 runs and 4 innings and giving up no runs against Cincinnati. Morton just helped Atlanta beat Boston and the Mets. And Morton got a little bit lucky. I think Boston actually hit him pretty well. They just hit it to the wrong guys. They hit it right at certain guys. There were some rockets that directly went to certain players. Morton has over a 6 ERA against the Nationals lifetime as well. The Nationals bullpen is also beat up a little bit too. And I think 8.5 is fine here. I wouldn't be surprised if this game goes over the posted total today. I think Arizona gets to Morton. I think the Braves will still score their fair share of runs today, being a decent favorite. But I think Washington being the active dog, not scoring any runs in their last game, I think that'll make the difference here. Like the over 8.5 between Washington and Atlanta. I also think that, and this was nearly the free play, I also think that the Mets-Arizona game likely goes over the posted total. And this was nearly the free play here on the Mets-Arizona over. I probably should do the over there, but I don't want to be a homer on that though. But I do like the over in that game. But it sounds crazy, but why is the total so high for a DeGrom game? Because I think I think Arizona's going to hit DeGrom today. But again, I don't want to be a homer today. I'll go with what the numbers say as far as the Washington-Atlanta game. But the Mets took 3 games from Arizona last time around in May. But Arizona just comes off a huge win against St. Louis. I'm telling you, their offense is turning around. And maybe by the end of this analysis, I might even make that the free pick. But the Mets have won 3 straight now, including a 13-2 beatdown of Atlanta. Luis Rojas has done a great job managing this team, to be honest. Arizona has just stopped their 11-plus game losing streak. DeGrom gave up 1 run in 5 innings last time he faced Arizona. I think Arizona gets to DeGrom a little bit today. The only thing is he's trying for a fantastic Cy Young. and he's got a 0.80 ERA, so you have to respect that. And at the same time, Merrill Kelly might step up to pitch well against him too. Keep in mind that he only gave up 2 runs to San Francisco. He had 12 strikeouts against the Dodgers, and actually only gave up 3 hits in 5 innings in a loss against the Mets this year. So he's had at least 6 strikeouts in 4 of his 6 starts as well. I know it's odd, but I do like the over here just because it's a good public fade, and I think Arizona will get to New York. And at some point, New York will get to the Arizona bullpen, put it together like the over there. As far as the Jazz and Memphis are concerned, if you're looking for something in that game, I like Memphis here. The funny thing is the Jazz covered the 5.5 line last time. It continues to be a 5.5 line this game too. Kind of like the Hawks game, but we took the Knicks, and that was a loss. But remember, it's 121 to 111 and 141 to 129 are the 2 margins that you see, Utah beating this team now. And after having lost back-to-back games, by the way, the last 7 of 8 in this series have gone over, and Vegas refuses to jack this total up into the 230s, despite the fact the games are going above 230. They took it from 217 to 220 and 225, and they all went over. And typically, we like public fades and to take the under. It hasn't worked out this NBA series. Mitchell, the one game that Memphis won was 112 to 109, but that was a game where Mitchell didn't play, and. The difference here has been clearly the Jazz bench has been better than the Utah bench. The Jazz bench has been better than the Memphis bench. I think 5 Jazz players scored in double digits for us off the bench, whereas only 2 from Memphis did. Brooks went 1 for 7 from 3-point land last game. I think he'll play much better. I think this team understands they simply cannot lose this game, or they'll go down 1-3 as well. And one thing I'll tell you about Memphis is they have out-rebounded Utah consistently. They out-rebounded them last game, too. I don't think they shoot as poorly this time around, and I like Memphis here plus the points. Finally, the Pirates and Royals. I like the under there. Kansas City just won this game 9-6. Pittsburgh just lost 3-4, but has generally had trouble scoring, where the Royals are not that bad right now. They're 25-26. Kuhn comes off an injury, where you have a pitcher here that went to AAA that's back now, that only gave up 2 runs, I think, gave up no runs in 7 innings in AAA, or 6.5 innings. He had really struggled a lot, game 13 walks in 3 games, but he was injured. But I think he comes back and he pitches well. Remember, he was the opening day starter for Pittsburgh, so he's obviously quite competent. So I'd expect him to pitch well. Minor gave up 4 runs in 4 innings against these Pirates last time, but he did end up winning that game 9-6. Interesting that the total is so low here. I think at the end of the day, you have Kuhl that will pitch well today for the Pittsburgh, and you also have Biter that will continue to pitch well for the Royals, helping his team try to get to that 500 mark. So I wouldn't be surprised if this game goes under. The line sits at around 8.5 right now, but I do like the under in this game as well. I would say my 2 favorite, they're all pretty about the same, but yeah. Washington Atlanta is your free play. Pirates Royals under is a lean. Mets Arizona over is a lean, and the Memphis Grizzlies are also lean. That's what we have for you guys. So I hope you guys are doing. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Indeed, Cowboy, working hard for you every single day.